Now, if you're trying to make it sound more intimate, a good trick with a string instrument is actually not to play on the ends of the fingers, but play on the inside of the fingers, and then also move the bow a little further up the string. If you do that, you can actually sound more fluty. If you go really crazy, you can make it sound like panpipes. But so for Kara's theme, I actually often play it on the pads like this, and with a really flat bow quite harp, and it sounds like this. And if you add this really wide, lazy vibrato, it starts to sound like it's a memory, not an actual thing, like this. And I always loved the sound with an electric guitar. Being able to kind of play the feedback. So you can do the same thing quite delicately as well. If you find the kind of harmonic layer and chase it, so like this. Which sort of sounds like a very expensive effect, but it isn't. It's actually just using a loose contact with the fingers. And this came from the sort of flickering that I saw in a fireplace in the place of staying, and realised that actually this kind of flickering and crackling could be a really good inside engine for the theme. And it goes like this. So what I'm doing there is I'm actually just bouncing the bow on the single note and then moving it across the strings. Now, that's not good enough bass to my ear, so what I then also do is I flick the string like this. I'll do the same here. You can then start to shift actually the implied harmony, because that all just sounds like it's in C minor. But actually, what you can do is you can start to move the root around like this. So I'm just going to layer all of those quickly together. It sounds like this. So here's the riff, first of all. And now the octave. Now the harmony. Now the electric guitar. Went rather dark at the end there. You can actually play a double note. Now, what I can do is if I play that and move it, it sounds like a mechanical acceleration. In fact, you can do a really good Doppler effect with that as well. Make things sound like they're sweeping past. You can also, by using the bow in an unconventional way, things like quite threatening noises. If I pull the bow but mute the strings, it sounds like this. It's kind of nasty. It sounds like a door creaking. You can also do sort of riffs around the upper end of the harmonic series like this, which when you stack them sound really cool. I'll just show you. Why not put Kara's theme over that? So it sounds like this. I love the cello. It's kind of the best synthesizer in the world. You can pretty much make any noise on it as long as your imagination will kind of take you there.